And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New Orleans Saints. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Yellow, 180. Coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Shit.
Mahomes now on first down. They complete it to Hill. And he is out of bounds right around at 34. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up first and 10 at their 38. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
18 Gator. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Let's go. 50, plant. 44. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Let's go.
Throwing again on second down. Tannehill out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Hey, Zoo. 44,
On first down, it's Tannehill. And this is Cook with the ground. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
60 Pittsburgh. 5. 44, Mike, 44. All you get is a headache.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
Check 24, check 24. Topper. Hey, Alpha. Get it.
They snap it to Tannehill. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 29 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, 43, 15. 55.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he rifles one incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Taken in at the 11. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Switch.
Here's Tannehill. And Thomas has it. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Tannehill in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Here's Tannehill. And brought in by the tight end Cook. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. The completion good for 3 and it's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field They play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the counter, here's Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Alert 3, alert 3. Greystone, travel. SOS. Be crippled.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Go. Fofos and Mike. Mike's Fofos. I'm here all day. 44.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go again. Get it.
On 1st down, Tannehill drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he gets it down to the 32. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Latavius Murray, 32 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. The punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Now a man open down the middle of the field. A nice gain at 21 yards.
21 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Yellow. I'll go on. Trip, trip. You got trip. You got 3. 14 moving. 14's moving. Coming to you. Coming to you. I got it.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Easy. 56, Mike, 56. No chance.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
56. Must finish. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll return it from the 6. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, Delta. 44.
Now Tannehill. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, exit. 53. 53. Now. He runs. Let's go. Go.
Tannehill.
53.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Go. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Hey, Charlie. 53's the mic. Ready?
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at halftime.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half,
he's got daylight. The 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for KC. 58 yards.
15.
First down, Chiefs.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Check 3. Check 3.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Check 26. Check 26. Come back.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now Thompson. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They come out here in the eye.
Check, check, 47. Go, go, go. Check, check, check.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Yellow. Like 56. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Here we go. Hey, 43. Hey, Ribless.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal.
Let him know.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 11 yards there, first down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Back to throw, Tannehill over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
You draw fortress.
Mike, 53.
Now.
A 10th carry for Kamara.
Let's go.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That's a gain of 7.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Let's go.
They run it again with Kamara. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. Third down here. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say that was a game-saving play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Taken in at the 22. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effect? And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 63 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. 23 yards the pickup there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Finding some room at midfield. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Mahomes now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Kamara has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And, you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Now Mahomes, flush to his right. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
To throw is Tannehill. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Check, 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 check.
6'6", bullet high. Hey, wahoo!
44 is Mike, 44 is Mike. Check, check. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Ready, ready.
Tannehill on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete to number 14. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, Kamara. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with a tackle. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
I got it.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Frank Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Mahomes. It's complete to Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
43. 43.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a 1st down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Just like that.
Again, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will be from 49 yards out. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for Kansas City, they needed overtime to do it, but they get the Week 1 victory thanks to the field goal. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.